You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the rabbi, you can study with...
And you put oil in the frankincense.
Moses, wake up!
What? Oh, Aaron, it's you. What time is it?
Time to get up! Were you having a nightmare? You said something about oil and frankincense.
I did. I must have been dreaming about sacrifices. I can't stop thinking about them.
If you are hungry, I could roast you a lamb. Or how about a nice turtle dove? You take your rares. You're rare. Don't you?
I'm not hungry, Aaron. And you know I don't like turtle doves. They're too sweet and sugary.
Then why were you dreaming about sacrifices?
Here, look at this.
Vayikra! Congratulations, the third book of Moses. You're building quite a collection.
Look at what its first parsha is about.
Sacrifices.
Right. Pages and pages of complicated rules about sacrifices. God is very particular about how they're prepared.
And why not? God deserves meals that are cooked properly. You'll have to be very careful when preparing these sacrifices. Good luck, brother.
You don't understand, Aaron. It's you and your sons who will be preparing the sacrifices.
My sons and I? We can't boil water.
You don't have to boil water. All you have to do is kill the animals, cut them up the right way, sprinkle some blood around at the right time, separate the fat.
You know, Moses, these sacrifices sound like such a big honor. Why didn't you handle it yourself?
You're the high priest.
I didn't know that that also made me head chef. Dad. Come in, Avihu. I need to ask you a question. How would you feel about trimming off a little felt?
You don't need to rub it in. I know I put on some weight.
I didn't mean it like that. As priests, you and your brother will help me with the sacrifices that people will be making to God.
That sounds easy enough. What do you want me to do?
For starters, go kill a bullock.
Father?
Yes, Nadab.
There are some people outside who want to make sacrifices. They have observations for Uncle Moses about how it was done.
Send them in, Nadab. This will be a good chance for me to show how well I've learned the teachings of Vayikra.
Moses, I am poor. I can't afford a goat or a ram, but I still want to make a sacrifice to God to show my love and devotion.
God wants all people to be able to make sacrifices. So use a young pigeon. They don't cost much.
But how will I sacrifice a bird?
Aaron and his son will take care of it for you.
Us? What do we have to do?
It's simple. Just bring the bird to the altar and pinch off its head. Then put it on the fire and let it smoke.
Gross! Moses, are you sure you have that recipe?
Right?
It's all in Vayikra.
Thank you, Moses. Aaron, I'll bring you a young pigeon as soon as I find one that will tell me its age. You know how vain those little stupid birds can be.
Take your time.
Thank you.
Moses, may I have a word with you?
Yes, sir. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Did you see that poor Israelite? The one that, he just left. He left. Yeah.
He was in bad shape.
Yeah. Well, compared to me, he's Bill Gates. Yeah, the rich one, at Microsoft. I can't even afford a young pigeon. Can't even afford a clay pigeon. but I still want to make a sacrifice.
Do not worry. You can make an offering of fine flour. God will be happy to accept
Oh my
that.
God, flowers are expensive. Do you know what a dozen roses cost these days? No, Aaron.
He means flour, as in baking, cooking. It's called a meal offering.
Yeah, whatever. Guess I can handle that. So long.
Yeah. You know, Moses, meal offerings are my favorite.
You don't have to hint, Aaron. It says in Vayikra that you and your sons get to eat what's left of the meal offering.
Fantastic! I love hot cereal!
I know when you sin. You're supposed to make a sacrifice, right?
Yes.
But what if I sinned without meaning to? Because I don't know the sin.
You still must make a sacrifice.
What if a sin? What if I sin by accident? Or my sons?
Then you must sacrifice a bullock.
You mean like a bull, I take it? That's a big animal!
Then you are being priests. You must set an example for the people around.
But what if someone even more important sins? Like a king or a ruler?
He must sacrifice a lamb without blemishes, you know.
That shouldn't be too hard to find. I have never, ever in my whole entire life seen a lamb with pimples.
All sinners, great and small, must take sacrifices, of course. And the laws about how to make sacrifices are very strict.
You're telling me. Well, I gotta go find some flour. See you later. Well, brother, you were right. Vayikra is a parsha filled with details about sacrifices.
Yes, Aaron, but Vayikra is also about the ways we must act to show God we realize we have sinned, like returning things we've stolen or playing back at our neighbor for things we have damaged.
God sure has a lot of lies.
2 whole books of them, and counting.
Yes, but Vayikra also shows us that God will forgive a sinner who makes up for his or her mistakes and is truly, truly sorry.
What a beautiful thought, Moses. I guess Vayikra is a lot more than an instruction book. You are a wise man, a brave man.
Aaron, no matter how much you butter me up, because you are doing it a lot, you're still in charge of the sacrifices.
I am?
Yes. Now get ready for some rams. Get ready to offer up some rams, and remember, they must be without blemishes.
Of course.
I want to go.
Yeah, I know that.
Let's talk some Torah. Let's talk some Torah. We're talking Torah. Talking Torah.